Once upon a time, in a village called La Mancha in Spain, there lived a man who loved to read about knights. Every day he would read about courageous knights and the incredible adventures they had. He was so absorbed in these stories that he hardly remembered to eat or sleep. Years passed, but he kept reading and reading. He grew older and grew a long white beard. Having spent his entire life immersed in tales of knights and their daring deeds, that he began to believe that he was a knight too. He called himself Don Quixote and decided to seek his destiny.
From this moment forth, I shall be called Don Quixote. And I shall be a noble knight and the protector of justice in the realm.
Going into his shed, Don Quixote constructed a suit of armor out of scrap metal.
Here! Make way for Don Quixote, the Knight of Justice!
Don Quixote named his old donkey Rocinante and went on an adventure, just like the knights he read about in his books.
Who lived in a village, La Mancha, in Spain. He loved to read books about knights. Every day, he could read lots of books about how these soldiers fought with courage and the daring experience they had. He was so involved in those books that he didn't even remember to sleep or eat properly. The exciting experience of knights and landlords make an exciting part in his travels. He started imagining himself as a part of those stories. He even asked a farmer from the same village to act as a landlord. Together, they decided to go on an adventure. Don was very excited to work like a wise and be a respectful knight. In this story, we can enjoy the humorous part and also a suspense part.
On his journey in search of adventure, Don Quixote came across a farmer working in a field. It was actually his neighbor, a man called Sancho.
Sancho! How would you like to become my servant and accompany me on a great adventure?
Your servant?
Yes, if you serve me, I will reward you with an island.
An island? Are you serious?
I vow it upon my honor as a knight. So, will you come with me?
On the hill in front of them, they could see a large old windmill. When he saw it, Don Quixote's eyes began to sparkle.
Look! Sancho! How dare that hideous ogre block our path?
What? An ogre? Hey, where, Master?
Right there! Don't you see that awful creature waving its forearms?
But Master, that's a windmill.
You vile monster! Beware my wrath! Rocinante! Charge!
And Don Quixote galloped at the windmill.
Master, that's a windmill.
Unfortunately, Sancho's shouts and warnings passed unheard. Don Quixote and Rocinante charged the windmill at full speed.
Prepare to face my spear, ogre!
With that, Don Quixote flew towards the windmill and collided with it.
Master, are you all right? See, I told you it was just a windmill.
Look, Sancho, the ogre is more seriously wounded than I am.
In fact, the windmill was working perfectly fine. Sancho did his best to dissuade Don Quixote from attempting anything else reckless.
You're absolutely right. You are a great knight indeed. And you have defeated the fearsome windmill beast. Wow, great.
After hitting his head on the windmill, Don Quixote became even more disoriented. He became convinced that one day someone would write tales of his adventures.
Listen to me, Sancho. Someday people will write of our great exploits. Our names will live on in the memories of generations to come. But we must prove worthy of that honor by vanquishing villains and upholding justice. Do you understand?
Yes, Master.
The two men set on a journey together. As soon they found a windmill in front of them on a hill. Don's eyes was oogling on the hill. Don said that a giant was blocking the path. Sancho couldn't see any giant, and he asked his master where he saw the man-eating giant. Don asked Sancho if he could see any animal waving with its four arms. Sancho என்ன சொல்றாரு? It was just a windmill. But Don அதுக்கு என்ன சொல்றாரு அப்படின்னா, it was an orb. அங்க ஏதோ ஒரு ஜெயிண்ட் இருக்கு, அங்க பாரு எவ்வளவு பெரிய கொடி அரக்க நிக்கிறான் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாரு. Don said to Sancho to go to the side and tell his prayer if he was scared. அவன் வந்து பயமா இருந்துச்சு, அவனுக்கு பயமா இருந்ததுல நீ சைட்ல போய் நின்றுட்டு ஏதாவது ப்ரேயர் பண்ணிட்டுரு அப்படின்னு சொல்றாரு. நான் போய் அந்த ஜெயிண்ட்டை பார்த்துக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு. ஆனால் சான்சோ திரும்ப திரும்ப சொல்றாரு அங்கே ஜஸ்ட் விண்மில் தான் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. டான் did not bother to listen to Sancho. சான்சோ சொல்றத எதையுமே டான் வந்து பாதர் பண்ணிக்கவே இல்லை. And he continued to charge at the windmill. with a full force like a soldier on his horse resonate. அவரோட அந்த ஹார்ஸோட போய் அவர் என்ன பண்றாரு, அந்த விண்மில்லை தாக்க போறாரு. He told the giant to prepare himself for the war to face his spear and went forward and hit the windmill. Sancho asked if Don was all right or if he hit himself. Sancho போய் கேட்குறாரு, டான் ஆல்ரைட்டாக இருக்கீங்களா, நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா, இல்லை நீங்களே மோதிக்கிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கேட்குறாரு. அண்ட் அவர் என்ன சொல்கிறாரு, நான் உங்களை ஆல்ரெடி வார்ன் பண்ணேன், உங்களுக்கு அதை கேட்கவே இல்லை, அது விண்மில் தான் நான் சொன்னேன், நீங்கள் அதை எடுத்துக்கவே இல்லை அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாரு. பட் டான் did not listen and said that the giant was more hurt than him. The windmill was working fine and Sancho said to make sure that Don did not repeat his irresponsible action. ஆல்ரைட், ஒரு இதில் வந்து இந்த விண்மில்லை வந்து இவர் தாக்குனதில் விண்மில்லுக்கு அந்தளவுக்கு எந்த பாதிப்பும் இல்லை, அது வந்து நார்மலாக ஒர்க் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு. அப்புறம் இவரோட irresponsible ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் நம்ம தடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னா அவரோட ரூட்டில் தான் நம்ம போய் தடுக்கணும்ட்டு Sancho said that Don was correct and that Don was a very great soldier and that he won the battle. The windmill beast had lost the fight அப்படின்னு சொல்றாரு. After Don hit the windmill on his head, it made him more confused. Don told Sancho that people could write about what great warriors they were in books, and the coming generation could talk about how they overpowered evil and justice prevailed. But Don said to Sancho that to get that honor, they should prove themselves by defeating the enemies and prevailing the justice.
As Don Quixote and Sancho passed a farm, they saw a flock of sheep in a field. As Don Quixote looked, he had another vision.
Look, Sancho, the forces of evil have emerged once again. This time, it's an entire army. I need you to watch over Rocinante while I vanquish these demons. Now, face my spear, miserable spirits!
Mistaking the sheep for monsters, Don Quixote attacked them. The sheep squealed and scurried away.
Did you see those cowards run? They are right to fear Don Quixote.
The local peasants all thought Don Quixote was crazy. They laughed and taunted as he passed.
Look, it's Don Quixote, the madman! Hey, Sir Knight, what kind of beast did you defeat this time? Did you finally get those evil sheep?
All hail the mad knight Don Quixote!
Don Quixote did not understand and thought the people were cheering for him.
Sancho, look. See how the people welcome us. They must have heard of our great deeds.
Oh, no, Master, listen very carefully. They are not welcoming us. They are mocking you. Oh. Oh.
Sancho, Sancho, when will you see the truth?
Enough is enough, please, Master.
Very well. We shall speak no more of this today.
Don Quixote continued to believe himself a knight.
Now, Don and Sancho went through a farm, and they saw an enormous cloud of dust flying. This time, Don imagined it to be an army that was approaching them. Sancho agreed and said that what can be done about that, as he just wanted the talk to finish. He said that they should go and help the weaker side. Don remembered all the names of the knights who had been part of such wars, but Sancho told that he was not able to see even a single person there. Don continued and spoke out and said that Sancho, by this time, should hear the trumpets of the elephants neighing of the horse from the army which was approaching them. டான் அதோட நிக்கிறதே இல்லை. அவர் அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன சொல்றாரு, நம்ம கண்டிப்பா போய் வீக்கர் சைட்ல இருக்கவங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவர் படித்த ஸ்டோரிஸ்லாம் வந்த கிங்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி சோல்ஜர்ஸ் எல்லாம் அவரோட நேம்ஸையும் அவர் என்ன பண்றாரு, ரிமெம்பர் பண்ணி லிஸ்ட் அவுட் பண்றாரு. சான்சோ கிட்ட என்ன சொல்றாரு, நம்ம சான்சோவால் அங்கே எந்த ஒரு பர்சனையுமே பார்க்க முடியல அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சான்சோ சொல்றாரு. அப்புறம் அதுக்கு டான் என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா, அங்கே உனக்கு எலிஃபண்ட்ஸ் கத்துறது, ஹார்ஸ் கத்துற சவுண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் கேட்கலையா, அதெல்லாம் அந்த ஆர்மி இதுலேருந்து வருது அப்படின்னு சொல்றாரு. Sancho straightforwardly said that he said just heard some lambs and sheep bleating and nothing more அப்படின்னு சொல்றாரு. அங்கே ஆடுகள் அதெல்லாம் மேய்ஞ்சிட்டு அதோட சத்தம் தான் கேட்குது, வேற எதுவுமே அங்கே சத்தம் எனக்கு கேட்கல அப்படின்னு ஸ்ட்ரைட்டாக சொல்லிட்டாரு. Don said that Sancho's fear was not allowing him to see the army and that he was going to charge at the opposing army. Sancho warned him again that they were just sheep and lambs, that he should not charge at them. Don continued to charge at the sheep and lambs. So all the sheep and lambs got scared and started running here and there. The sheep herds saw the sheep running and got annoyed. They took stones and aimed Don, and he fell from the horse and was wounded. அவர் சான்சோ சொல்கிறத கேட்கவே இல்லை. அவர் பாட்டுக்கு என்ன பண்ணுறாரு, அந்த லாம்ஸ் அந்த ஆடு எல்லாத்தையுமே தாக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாரு. இதை பார்த்தா அந்த ஷீப் அண்ட் லாம்ஸோட ஓனர்ஸ்லாம் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, அதெல்லாம் மேய்ப்பாங்களே, அவங்க வேக வேகமாக கல்லெல்லாம் தூக்கி டான் மேலே போடுறாங்க. அவங்க கல்லை போட்டு அந்த அடியெல்லாம் பட்டதில் டான் என்ன பண்ணுறாரு, ஹார்ஸ்லேருந்து கீழே விழுந்து அவருக்கு அடிபட்டுருது. But Don did not subside with this. He was laughing and saying that he could see the army scattered away as they were cowards. They were all scared of Don. All the local farmers thought that Don was a mad person and they made fun of him. One peasant said to see Don the madman. The second farmer asked the Don, the soldier, which monster did he defeat this time? அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாரு. நீங்கள் இன்னைக்கு என்ன மான்ஸ்டர் டிஃபீட் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாரு. தேர்ட் பர்சன் என்ன கேட்குறாரு அப்படின்னா, இவல் ஷிப்ஸ் எல்லாம் பிடிச்சிட்டிங்களா அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாரு. All together made fun of him and said, "Hail the mad knight, Don." Don never understood what the farmers meant and was happy thinking that everyone was praising him. He told Sancho that everyone was praising him, that their names had reached the peasants and to see how they were greeting him. Sancho did not like all these comments. He asked Don to listen carefully. The farmers were not saluting them, but they were making fun of them. Don, still not ready to agree with and taunted as Sancho asking if he could see the truth ever. அவரால் அங்கே என்ன நடக்கிற ரியாலிட்டி அவரால் ஏற்றுக்கவே முடியல. அவரோட இமேஜினேஷன்லேயே அவர் இருந்துட்டு சான்சோ கிட்ட சொல்றாரு, உன்னால தான் வந்து உண்மையை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்க முடியல, அவங்க எல்லாம் என்ன பிரேஸ் பண்றத உன்னால தான் அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்க முடியலன்னு சான்சோ கிட்ட சொல்றாரு. Sancho had enough all of this, and he told his master to make some sense. Don said that he did not want to speak about adventure anymore, but he wanted to go for more exploits. Sancho listened to his master's word.
He returned to his estate and realized that all his adventures were simply a product of his imagination. So, he never embarrassed himself by going on any more quests, but he lived happily imagining and narrating the most fantastic stories about knights to all the children.